Whoa, new back issues, right? No, it's not. We need collections. We need you guys to sell us some comic books. Good evening, Carol and John Shoppers. Look, no bits, no gags, no costumes. John Shear's not in a costume. Andrew's not in a costume. Winston has costumes, and I just found his Halloween sweater, so that's coming back out. But otherwise, we're here and we're normal. We're just wearing cool shirts. I think Kyle wins. You guys can see it later.
Yep.
These are not real. We'll get to that in a minute. But they look cool. Welcome to Tuesday night. We've got new books coming out tomorrow, the 23rd. Late Night Comics was super fun.
Mm-hmm.
John Shear and John Dudas and I ended up staying here till like 1 watching the end of Flash. We did.
Oh, yeah.
And then tomorrow marks the 1 month day until Phil Kennedy Johnson's here. So we're going to start pulling out cool Phil Kennedy Johnson stuff to sell you tickets signed.
Yep, I'm pumped.
Ralph should have started that on Sunday.
Ralph's got a little collection going already himself for Philip, so.
I didn't know he was like a super fan.
Oh, now he is.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. But that's it for news. But since we started with our gag, we'll show you statues, right?
Yeah.
We got a cool new Marvel gallery or PVC gallery Sandman, and a new Black Panther 2 Namor, which is actually very, very rad. We keep on finding things we like about it. And then we got first appearances. So there's a new DC character named the Tempest that shows up in, or just regular Tempest. Maybe
Tempest. I think it's just Tempest. Yeah.
Batman Brave and the Bold #4. Then on the Marvel side of things, we've got Marvel Unleashed, probably our favorite book of the week collectively. Yeah. But it's the first appearance of a character named D-Dog. We'll explain. We'll explain that in a second. What the D stands for is even better.
Yep.
And then Immortal Thor, starting a new Thor ongoing with a bang. First appearance of Utgard Loki and Utgard Thor.
Yep.
Oot. A lot of you in there. Some attitude. We got a full table, mostly because of awesome action figures. John, we have been processing some catching up on some collections that hadn't been worked on. So we got some new, just a new box of back issues, mostly Silver Age, some Bronze Age. John Dudas worked on them, some modern stuff in there, and then we just counted a bunch of action figures to make some room for the plethora of new action figures we'll get to when we get to that side of the table. But there's some discounted recent ones in here, some actually relatively new ones, which is cool, including a Judge Fire, which I was not aware of. But let's do Image. Let's do the Image side of the table. I fought with Diamond forever about this, but what's the furthest place from here is a fantastic ongoing series for Image. It's very quirky, it's very weird, and as part of their quirkiness, they produced 45 records to go along with the first 7 issues. So they sucked at producing them and getting them to us on time, so we had a lot of orders canceled. Long story short, we've got record number 6 and record number 4. They're only $10. They typically are 18, whatever that's worth. You got a cover of they have covers of punk songs, and this has a cover from the Pixies on it. They all have different stuff, so they're cool if you want to catch that one too.
This one's got the book.
This one does have the book. So for whatever reason, the other one didn't come with the book. That one has the book. So that's fun. All right. We'll get to more of that in a minute. New Burn is on issue number 10. We've got Firepower on issue 25? 26.
26.
It's blending in there. No One is on issue number 5. Rogue Sun is also on issue number 15. And we got Scrapper on number 2 for that miniseries. Tales of Suspense on issue number 2. You got to say it like that because
you do.
It's spelled odd. So quirky. Time Before Time is on number 26. You have 2. Oh. And then Battle Chasers.
Yep.
Still back. Look at that.
Still back.
On time. That's number 12. That'll be your cover A. This will be your cover B.
This is actually A.
Oh.
We'll call that one's B.
Oh.
And then this one's actually your cover C.
Oh.
Over here.
Oh.
There you go.
That one doesn't even have the title on it.
Yeah.
That's why it's
it's
B. Image Collections. Oh, yeah. Whatever. Image Collections. Art Brute by William Prince.
Yes.
That's the complete miniseries in hardcover. Only $20.
Very pretty.
Artful. And then Low by Rick Remender, the complete compendium. That's all 26 issues.
quite a beautiful run of comic books. Very hopeful and also hope-dashing. It's pretty rough, actually. What's the furthest place from here? What do you know? I re-mentioned it. Is on volume number 2 for that series, and it ends on a hell of a issue and a cliffhanger. Dead Lucky, number 8. We got Big Game from Mark Millar. It's on number 2 of 5. That'll be your cover A, and this will be your cover B. I mean, really, they don't know. I can just make up letters. We could do like Z and F.
It's true.
I don't even have to do it in order if I don't want to.
Cover A and cover 1.
From the Bone Orchard, I can't. Bone Orchard Mythos Tenement miniseries is on number 3, and then we're on collected edition for Marvel stuff. We got Star Wars High Republic, Volume 2.
Phase 2.
Phase 2, Volume 2.
Yep.
So
Yes.
unnecessary. And then Saga of Riri Williams, Ironheart. This is all her major appearances from first appearance on through modern age. 2 epic collections this week, Avengers The Gathering, and then Avengers Beachhead Earth. Sorry, this Beachhead Earth. It's much more dramatic. We have the fantastic Immortal Hulk Omnibus from last week that we love selling, so we got another one. Then we got Infamous Iron Man Complete Trade Paperback Collection.
So, it says it on the back. There's a new Iron Man in town. His name's Victor Von Doom. At the point when Tony was missing after Secret Wars, then Bendis decided, you know what? Doom has learned a lesson and wants to be a good guy. And this is 12 issues of him trying to be a good guy. Mostly doing the best he can, and it's awesome. It's fantastic. Bendis and Malieve are at the top of their game. It's a wonderful, wonderful book for $45. It's got everything in there. It's even got when Tony comes back. So, and it's perfect. It's a great, if you like Doom, it's a great story about Doom trying to do good and sometimes succeeding and sometimes not. So, yeah.
Because it's not like your typical Doom. Like, you get new Doom, which you just haven't gotten a lot.
Yeah.
And when he says trying to do good but not doing great at it, it's like, I have to save Andrea from a burning apartment building, but I blow off the side of the entire apartment building instead of just going in through the window.
Yes.
It's like that. He's not great at it, but he's trying.
Issues, Marvel issues. We got Moon Knight City of the Dead, number 2 of 5. So that's your cover A. That's your Rose Besh variant. And we got a design variant that's a 1 in 10. We got one Marvel reprint this week. That's Spider-Man number 10. Regular Spider-Man number 10. So you got Spider-Boy story in there. Non-superhero side of things, the end of the current Planet of the Apes arc series. They'll probably do another one like they did with Alien. So that's number 5. Then we got part 4 of Dark Droids. This is Dr. Aphra number 35.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Black Panther is on issue number 3, that current ongoing. That'll be your cover A. This will be your cover B.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a fabulously colored 1 in 25 variant for only $10.
Big fan of that.
I didn't realize he was, like, injured. Or is that just in his cloak?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, it's in his shoulder.
He's a vibranium suit. That ain't good.
He got effed up. Yeah, you're right. Cover of the week, in my mind. Mine, Ben, not everybody else. I'm just saying. Doom, covered in Venom. Can't beat it. Number 24. And then this will be your cover B. This is the Gods variant.
Yep.
It wasn't a question. I had it. Invincible Iron Man, soft first appearance, new stealth suit for Iron Man. So that'll be your cover A. That'll be your Stormbreaker variant. And your 1 in 25 by Barons. John Shear's a big fan. Look at his face. Look how excited he is.
I do like it.
Storm, issue number 4. Bye-bye, X-Men. And then number 1 for Fall of X stuff, Realm of X is going to be a 5-issue miniseries. You find out where 4/5 of the characters got judged after Hellfire Gala. They're all lady characters, and they landed in Vanheim, which is one of the 10 realms in Norse mythology and Marvel Comics. And it's essentially like a fantasy realm where prophecy is kind of like a daily occurrence. Like, they always get visions of the future, and these X characters show up heavily in their, they call it the beginning of their end. So it's kind of like fantasy X-Men mixed together.
I didn't know that Anaheim in it. No.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm checking that out.
You got Marrow on cover B. She's one of the 4, which is weird. And then Bachalo did a 1 in 25 variant featuring magic. Very cool. Always does great with that. Another big new number 1 for Fall of X stuff. Jean Grey was a fantastic first issue. We'll get to variants in a second. I really thought I was going to be muddled with X-Men history. I did a flip through. Even on the second page, you get like this crazy collage of Jean Grey moments. But they ease you right into where this fits. It has a lot to do with the new X-Men stuff when they had their past selves put in the future and they were affecting future events and figuring out how that was going to work. This turns that idea on its head a little bit and gives you more of that Jean Grey and what she did with the knowledge of the future. It's a cool, not what if, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed it, and I didn't think I would. Truly. Chew. That's Chew. This will be your Miss Minutes variant, and then we got a Perez cover. No ratios for that one. 1 of 1. Fantastic Four annual. It's a contest of chaos. You've got Fire on Fire. It's Johnny Blaze versus the Human Torch. Human Torch. He's
Yes.
Torch. He's made of fire. They are in hell, and they fight each other.
And there's a demon cat.
There's a demon cat with a smaller demon cat in its mouth.
Yes.
Like the movie Uninvited.
No one
That has-
knows that
Some
movie.
people know that movie. If you don't know that movie, you should watch it because it has a cat and a little demon cat comes out of its mouth and attacks people on a boat, and it's great.
Google image search. Honestly, she
Yeah.
showed us.
I like
the
how
picture.
Winston's totally got her back
Winston-
on this. He's like, yeah.
It's great.
We got 2 covers for that one. Cover A, cover B. It's much more purple.
Can we also say much better than the Iron Man angle?
We can say
It's better than
we
the Iron Man.
we are
Yes.
able to say that.
Yes.
It has its merits.
Yes.
It's funnier.
Yes.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
It's funnier. Moving on. We have so many. Daredevil Echo is. I'm never saying I don't like a book ever again. Daredevil Echo is on issue number 4. Deadpool issue number 10. Last issue of the ongoing series.
Sad Ben.
Yeah, we'll get another one. Don't worry. And don't worry. We've got Deadpool Bad or Blood.
Oh, that's true.
I can work with
I know how much you love
Rob
life.
Liefeld. I haven't read a single. I haven't read more than 2 or 3 pages. I didn't even read the hardcover when they put it out as an OGN. As the creator of Deadpool, I gotta respect it, but I hate his Deadpool stuff. I hate it. Big number 1. We can talk about this. Here, you hold one. I'll hold one. We got the Immortal Thor, folks. Thor's back after a rough end to a previous ongoing series. They went through some editorial hoopla. But now we're on the Immortal Thor by Al Ewing of Immortal Hulk fame. We all liked this. It is the beginning of an ongoing series, so there is no real gut punch. But he introduces some fantastic elements.
I see,
There's
yeah.
storms there. Some wonderful elements to Thor that we haven't seen in a while. With some mystery behind them, like with some legitimate mystery behind them.
Yeah. And also there's a letter by Al Ewing at the end sort of telling me where he comes from with character, and it really sort of works for me really well.
Oh, that's cool. All right, I gotta read that letter. The Loki stuff is intriguing.
Mhm.
If you're like looking for a Loki angle in a Thor book,
This is
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And we got great covers for it too. So that's your cover A, Alex Ross. Woohoo! 1 in 25 variant for only $10. Can't beat that. Miss Minutes cover. Oh,
By Momoko.
Stormcloud.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that before. Perez. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
I was about to go to Deadpool again. Big Spidey Row. Spider-Man number 32 kicks off right after the main story and one of the backup stories in Amazing Spider-Man 31. So we're picking up with Kraven and the Goblin Queen. If you read 31 and you're like, whoa, that was awkward. All they were doing was it. And I don't need to reread a Spider-Man issue of that. That's not what's going on here. It plays out very well into their team up and their motivations. And the end of the issue is choice. Like choice.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And there's a God's one-pager after that that you can completely ignore, so you can just fully enjoy that last page of the actual story.
I did ignore it.
Yes.
I did it by accident, and then you told me about it later. And it's,
Yeah.
What he's saying is you should ignore it.
I think by the end, I just dropped the whole book, and then I was like, yeah, it was
The
awesome.
last page is just great.
Yeah.
1 in 25 variant by Patrick Gleason, and the Disney variant featuring the first appearance of Spider Gwenduck. Guac. Spider Guac.
Spider Guac.
Guar.
Is that a Guarian?
It's a Guarian,
Yeah.
kind of. Okay, big one. We have a big stack. We'll put it back on the table. Amazing Spider-Man number 300, reprinted in Marvel Facsimile Edition for $7. It costs you. That is a fraction of what a normal Amazing 300 would cost you. First appearance of the symbiote suit / Venom.
iconic Todd McFarlane cover. You can't beat it.
But you can, because we got a foil copy. $12. It's a foil variant. They did one for Hulk 181. We only have 2 of them. If you would like it, please tell us right now, and we can make space on the table. That's it. Top of the table. We got X-Force number 43. Colossus variant.
Barons.
Baron. Oh, this is Baron. Okay, I'm okay with it now. I was really upset about Colossus' beard. I couldn't figure it out earlier. I had a little bit of a moment. And then we got cover A for that one. But very top of the Marvel table, we love Marvel Unleashed. Do you want to hold it or you want me to hold it?
I'll hold it.
It is the first appearance of D-Dog, which sounds dumb, but it's not. I thought this was going to be a silly throwaway. Okay, kids can read Avengers book with the Avengers dog and the frog that keeps on changing size. No, it is a great setup to an actual mystery story using actual Avengers characters. Jarvis has an
Yeah.
Yes.
They interact with humans perfectly. They interact with each other perfectly. They have very well-defined personalities. It is a book for animal lovers and Avengers lovers.
Dogs act like dogs. Cats act like cats. Birds act like birds. Flirkins do act like flirkins. Yes.
This is going to be a 5-issue miniseries, and I'm gonna pump it the whole way. I like this almost as much as I like Loki.
Yeah,
I really do.
It's quite the surprise. I did not even pre-order it. Now I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job, Marvel.
Should have put D-Dog on the cover. Just saying.
They should have.
That'll be your cover A. Healthy stack. Please pick one up on our recommendation. You will not go wrong with that. We got a cover B. We've got your Red Wing variant. We got your Lockjaw variant. And we got a 1 in 25 featuring everybody. And I can't wait for bats to come into it.
I know.
Yeah.
Pizza dogs in it. I like that they're not trying to be their Avengers characters.
Right.
Like, Pizza Dog is not trying to be Hawkeye.
Mm-mm.
Red Wing is not trying to be Sam Wilson. He makes references, but that's it. It works. They are very distinct.
Yeah.
DC.
DC. Big book for DC. Penguin. Penguin number 1. Tom King. Just, if you like Tom King stuff, and most of you should, it's wonderful. It's like picking up where Penguin was dead, and now he's alive again, and it's insane. It's just incredibly well written. Just like a perfect Penguin book, as perfect as you can get. And I don't think he's already had any. He's never even had his own series, and so it's wonderful. I like the Tom King stuff, and I can't wait to buy it in hardcover. So
Yeah.
we've got the regular cover there. Brian Bolland did a variant, which is awesome, and then Zardy did his tattoo variant for that one,
Which is
and then,
inexplicably unnecessary, right?
I mean, he just loves doing tattoos.
First of all, when you're doing tattoos, you should be looking at the tattoo. Like, that's a live gun.
But that's Harley, so
yeah, she's
Probably
crazy.
doing it with one hand.
Right.
All right.
And then we have the 1 in 25 variant there. So, but then the other book of the week, Dark Knights of Steel, number 12 of 12.
Finally!
It's been 3 months. We can finally finish the series, and we can finish it in a way that feels satisfying. It would have been more satisfying had it came out 3 months ago, but as is, still great. Kyle just read it all this morning.
Yep.
And was
All together.
happily surprised with all the surprises that come within it. Perfect book. It's great.
Props to you guys for not spoiling me at all.
Yes.
I cannot believe we did not speak it. It was so long. And it finishes in such a satisfying way, but leaves room for more, which I am so stoked about.
Yes. So there's your regular one, and we have a 1 in 25 variant hitting the table there. Night Terrors number 4, the penultimate issue, because there's Night Terrors, Night's End. This one, they find what they're looking for, and bad things happen, of course.
You really can't screw with something called the Nightmare Stone and expect everything to just, like, smooth out.
Right. And it doesn't. So there's the regular cover. We have the cool neon awesome cover, and then we have a 1 in 50 variant there, which is really sweet
I'm
too.
going to see that thing in my dreams.
Especially when that I mean, it's in the story. Like, it's...
So yeah. And then Harley gets her own Night Terrors. There's your regular cover there, and then your Jenny Frisson variant for that one there with, yes.
Ooh.
Creepy Harley Quinn. Detective Comics. We don't have any cover A's, but we got the Bernard Chang Batgirl cover. We have the 1 in 25 variant, and then the 1 in 50 variant by Kyle Holtz, which is
terrifying.
oh yeah, also a very creepy cover.
It's honestly a little more creepy than the colorized version that I saw when we were doing orders. Like,
So, Batman Beyond Neo Gothic is on number 2 with Kyle the Catboy.
Yeah.
So yeah, cover appearance. It's awesome. Kyle's a fan.
I'm pumped.
So we've got the cover A, and then we've got the cover B, and then Night Terror's Angel Breaker is on number 2, so she gets her finale in that.
Mm-hmm.
Night Terror's Titans is number 2. We've got the regular cover. We've got the cover B variant. I think it was Martinez, the Martinez variant. We've got the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 50.
Oh,
That one's good.
twisted.
They're all twisted.
They're so messed up.
The Night Terrors covers have been so good.
They have
all
been.
the way through.
Yeah. Batman Brave and the Bold, issue 4. Still no Joker origin continuation as of yet, which makes me disappointed. But there's also lots of really cool stories in there. So this is the regular cover, and then we have the what could have been potentially a Night Terror's
Yeah.
cover
it
with the
was.
1 in 25. So there's that there for only $10. More Night Terrors Action Comics number 2 with Power Girl and Cyborg Superman, and then your cover B with Cyborg Superman,
Super rad.
and then your 1 in 25 variant, and then Unstoppable Doom Patrol 5 of 7. Still, Chris Burnham is doing an awesome job on this book. I love it. It's great. So we've got the regular cover there. We've got the 1 in 25 variant there. DC Ruby's on number 7 of 7, potentially. But
Why in the world would I know that?
like
Like,
you
it's,
know all sorts of stuff.
why in the world would that be tracking in the front of my mind? Like,
I can't believe it's not.
I need to buy more toilet paper. I was just thinking about that a second ago. Not.
But
Oh. That's rough.
I was thinking
We're gonna have
it.
a stack of that on the table tomorrow.
it is rough. Batman.
We gotta self-tape it.
Batman Adventures Continue, Season 3, issue number 7. We've got the regular cover, and then we have the awesome Cliff Chang variant for that there. And then on to trade paperbacks. Wildcats, the first volume there, $24.99. Get you all of that for that. The Wonder Woman Black and Gold is also, this one's $24.99, but the stories in there are fantastic.
There's a whole bunch of short stories.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's similar to all the black, white, and red stuff they've done, but it's black, white, and gold for Wonder Woman. So I think there's probably what was it, 3 per issue? So it's at
3
least
or 4 per
20
issue, yeah.
stories in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the Detective Comics, the Joker War stuff, all in there for $25 as well. And then Batman Robin, the awesomely painted series by Dustin Nguyen and written by Jeff Lemire story, collected there. And then that's it for DC. We move on to Dark Horse with their collections. Spy Superb. It's a $40 hardcover. It's oversized, like all sorts of fun stuff. But Matt Kint has written a story where the government is just basically picking up people at random and making them spies because they're like, oh, if Russia's looking for that person, then they won't see the real spy out doing stuff. They die a lot, and each issue is a new one, and it's great. It's wonderful. It's a great book. And then next to that is Bendis's The Ones, which is every person who has been chosen, like Buffy is the chosen one. Well, they gathered up all the different chosen ones, said fight Satan who's come to Earth, and it's great. And they're like, really, this is what we're supposed to do? Yes, it's exactly what they're supposed to do. Done the perfect Bendis style, great dialogue, great ideas, great collection.
He does well with the stereotypes.
Yes.
Like, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And he does it well.
So, and then couple
Yeah,
more Dark
yep,
Horse.
couple more Dark Horse. Christopher Chaos is on number 3. We get to see some cool stuff with this girl now. Stranger Things is penultimate, 3 of 4. The Tales from Hawkins. Another Rick and Morty, The Science of Summer. I think that's a one shot. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Recharge Volume 2. Kaiju Score Volume 2. Astronaut Down trade
Yep.
paperback.
Man, I remember loving the first issue of that.
I know him.
And I
Never got around to
read the
number
rest, and
2.
I can't even remember the premise.
I remember skeletons and
Oh
spacesuits.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep. I'm probably gonna check this out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There's a
It's the whole miniseries.
skull right there.
Beat me to it. Buy it first.
TMNT Stranger Things. Issue 2, that's cover A. Cover B.
Oh, I didn't see Raph on this one. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think.
He's right there.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I was paying attention.
Yeah. And a all art 1 in 25. And we have Mother Russia. You guys said this came out.
It
years ago?
came out probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it was fantastic. And now you get another chance at reading it again.
They don't even know what it's about. Okay, so
I was going to tell you. I was going to leave you because you were going to talk about it too. So
the zombie apocalypse happens during the Battle of Stalingrad, and it shuts World War II down. So that's where this picks up, and it's all action. It's like
Yes.
it's zombies, soldiers, like figure it out. It's great. It's a wonderful first issue. I don't remember reading it back in the day, but I mean, old comics are just as good as new comics. So.
Yeah.
It's not like from the 50s old. It's like from 2 years ago old.
And then right below that, we have Red Zone.
Communism.
Trade. I did that on purpose.
Our channels got shut down.
Between that and Super Spy, like.
What are they doing there? This one is In Search of Gil Scott Heron, the Godfather of Rap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I ordered a bunch of it.
You were
Yeah, I did. I realized why too. It's the beginning of a memoir, but it's a personal story about this man and his relationship with Gil Scott Heron. I have not read it, but I bought it because it looked very interesting and I wanted to read it. And it's very detailed from the beginning, so I'm kind of stoked.
Cool.
Yeah. He had a very tumultuous life.
the Jamie Lee Curtis co-written original graphic novel, Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering why we got that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's soon to be a movie too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. It looks like it's gonna be a crazy movie from flipping through that book.
Yeah. There's some good gore in this. I want to flip through it, but I don't want to open it. Pages.
You go ahead.
Next to that, we have the Chilling Adventures anthology collection, which has all the more recent one-shots for that. It's got the one with the animals that has the guinea pig in it that I love.
Oh, you did love that, yeah.
Giant Days, we're gonna pass that to Sheer.
Giant Days is fantastic. It is a series about 3 girls who are in college in Britain, and each issue is like a standalone one, just as they're dealing with the different things that you deal with in college, whether it be boys or girls or everybody getting a cold on the same day, like the flu on the same day, and how they deal with it, whether it's just by holding up in the dorm room or just taking a bunch of drugs to try and kick it out of them. It's wonderful. This is the first of, I think, 6 collections, and if you don't want to spend the money, you can get the hardcover, which has all sorts of extra stuff in it. We do have the soft covers, and I will happily recommend that to you as well, but they are great, and I love upgrading stuff into hardcover, especially beautiful hardcovers like this.
Oh, the hardcover is so worth it.
Oh, yeah, it's
So
wonderful.
worth it. From selling that book for years and then flipping through that hardcover.
Oh, yeah, it's great. So, yeah, $30 get you that, and it's $30 incredibly well spent.
That's like $30.
Yep.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is on issue 111D.
11th issue.
Alice Never After, this is a second print of issue 1, and we have a second print of that Berserker one-shot with his Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula armor on.
Yep.
We've got a new Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
It's this.
There's
the Scorpius run.
The Scorpius.
Sure.
There's a whole lot of Strange New Worlds.
Some
People know what we're talking about.
Star Trek
Ben knows.
issue 11 of the ongoing. And then The Racketeer, Den of Thieves, issue 2.
Oh, yeah. And then a big one to end it up. Or a big one to end up the adult section. I don't know if you could tell.
Is it local?
This is.
Adult book, a warning, but Drugs and Other Things to Do in Cleveland is a book that was sold to us today by Francis Elizabeth. And then Gary Dumm, one of our file customers and longtime friends of the shop, did the art for it. It is not a full comic book. It is an illustrated memoir, novel,
Based
interpretation. Yeah.
It says.
Yeah, like This Is Our Coincidence, it also says. But yeah, Drugs and Other Things to Do in Cleveland. Kind of short stories, kind of not. but they're all include some level of dirtbagginess and mishap and shenanigans. Support your local artist. It is $25. Well spent. A lot of book there. And Francis is cool, and the cover is titillating.
Rad.
It is. I mean, it looks great.
I want that whole coat.
Hey, look, we're a comic shop. We still have price guides. We've got the Ant-Man movie Quantumania figures from last time. Kyle will give you a quick view of those. Ultron, Kang, Egghead, Crossfire, Wasp, Future Ant-Man, and regular Ant-Man. Got some cool Star Wars 3/4 figures, but don't look at those. Look at the ones that are discounted. Books for all ages. You got Monsters and Protectors from Godzilla, All Hail the King, that whole little miniseries. Darkwing Duck, number 8. That'll be your cover B, but we got a lot of extra cover A. And we got My Little Pony Classics Reimagined. This one's Unicorn of Odd. Rip off.
This could have been Darkwing, like, Returns.
They did. This cover was not anywhere I searched for it either.
so
Like,
weird.
it was
It's a
such a
good
pain
cover.
to find. I liked it. And then really cool new one shot for Addams Family. It's all ages. It's the Bodies issue, promising all the things Addams Family always promises.
I didn't even look at it yet.
What?
Weird, man. You could have lied to him.
Can't.
More Tall Tales, like more
Like all new
extra.
stories.
Oh, this is New Bone.
Yes.
Okay, New Bone graphic novel. That's wonderful. I Survived American Revolution. Didn't we all? Bailey School Kids has a new ghosty one. Big Nate got Move It or Lose It. We got Magic Treehouse, more cleverly subtitled and should have been featured Night of the Ninjas, because that sounds awesome. Everybody Loves Cats vs. Pickles. Duh. And then a new Five Nights at Freddy's. You got Fazbear Frights.
Ready for that new movie.
Ready for that new movie. Discounted Creepy Wonder Woman Bank. New Scott Pilgrim action figures, which are very cool. You got Ramona and Scott with accessories. New Judge Dredd. You got Judge Anderson, the Psy operative, on this deluxe action figure bike. And then last but not least, the coup de grace. Magneto's helmet from X-Men 97. Marvel Legends treatment. It is cool. We opened it up to make sure it's cool. And it is. Come get that. That's only $100, and that's a built-in Halloween costume.
Right.
This is very cool. That's it for Tuesday night. I guess everybody enjoy your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for